So a new article released by IGN has come out about Jedi Survivor, and it's revealed more details about the open world in Jedi Survivor. Well, obviously, it isn't going to be an open world sandbox, sorry, like Saints Row or GTA, but it'll be a more linear sort of feature. But what's more, what we've learned so far is that exploring the world is going to be way more rewarding than it was in Fallen Order. In Fallen Order, you weren't really rewarded for going off and exploring. Like you would get like another variant of the same sort of type of clothing, which is like a poncho. But in this game, there's new customizable options for Cal that you can find just from going off and exploring. There's also tough battles that you can encounter in the game, which will reward you skill points if you decide to participate in these battles. Like for example, like big monsters, like goons, whatever, like stormtroopers maybe, whatever. And you just get skill points if you choose to actually take part, which you can use to upgrade Cal and buy some perks. And there will also be hidden paths, which will show you new areas or hidden areas or quicker ways to get around the world, which I think is really cool. Because when I play games, I really like exploring. Obviously I do like enjoy the story, but if given the opportunity, I would love to just see what the world and see all the maybe find Easter eggs, cool like gear and that, and just like find some cool views and that, and just explore, which we didn't really get in Jedi like Fallen Order. We were sort of just told to follow a certain path and just follow the main story. But it seems like in this game they're trying to focus more on people who like exploring the world, and that's obviously, as you can tell, what we've done with this game is give us more of a reward if we wanted to go out and just see the actual map and their design of the map and what cool stuff they've hidden from people like us who like exploring the world, or people who just like just playing the story mode and don't really like exploring. So they're meeting the best of both worlds. The articles also revealed that there are going to be more optional areas for players to explore and discover. These extra and optional areas, they will offer perks and customizable options for Cal and his lightsaber and BD, which I think is really cool because in the first game, customization, like you could do like add stuff to your lightsaber and change the color, and with Cal, like you couldn't really change his outfit that much. But now they're making it so like you can just customize Cal the way you want. Like like everyone's gameplay is unique. Like they can have their own customized Cal, how they would like him, and BD, and how they would like their lightsaber, which is really cool because like customization is probably one of my favorite things about like games. Making my own unique character. You know, Usually I would make myself, but obviously you can't because you're playing as a Cal. But I like how they're actually like paying attention to customization, which was a big problem I feel like the first game had, because the customization was pretty bland. And also, one of the main planet, Kobar, will feel more immersive. For example, the cantina will be filled with NPCs conversing, so it just makes you seem like the world is lived in, which I think is really cool. Like the Star Wars universe is so massive, and like you just feel like you're a part of it in any film or form of media of Star Wars. So I like with the first game. There wasn't really many places where you would go to just stop and just chill and take in the view, which obviously this game is now offering with like having a cool cantina. You can just sit and chill, see everyone just like acting as if it's like there's like you're in the Star Wars universe basically, which is like what I like about open worlds is if it just had like a bunch of NPCs just standing there not doing anything, or just like you just have any NPCs which are just enemy AI, I'll just feel so bored. The world just feels so empty, and I like how they're just have an appreciation for like making the world more immersive and make you feel like you're actually a part of this universe instead of being in a boring, bland, basic world. And one more detail that I found from this article is that you'll be able to create your own toolkit, which basically will allow you to go to places like, for example, say at the start of the game, you can't get up past this obstacle unless you have this toolkit. Well, like the game will be allow you to create your own toolkit, so you can come back to these places, like for example puzzles, which will give you like new perks and custom clothes, and like many more, because you didn't have the toolkit before, but now you have it. You'll be able to see these new areas, maybe even some Easter eggs, which I think is really cool because it gives you replayability. Like, oh, it'll make you want to go back to these worlds and play the game longer because you have this toolkit now, so you can find all these details. It seems like they're really putting loads more effort into the optional stuff in this game rather than the main story, which I love, because then once you, say if, for example, if you complete the story mode and you didn't do all the optional content, well, now you have all this stuff to do. Rather than like the first game, there was only some collectibles you could find, and that was it really, and it was just a bit boring. But now in this game, there's so much stuff you can find. So overall, I'm way more hyped for the game after finding out about this. So that's it for me. I hope you're as hyped for this game as I am. Subscribe and follow my channel, whatever, for more updates on this game. If you're a Manchester Star Wars fan like me, thank you for watching, and goodbye.